Welcome to this look at new mods on Farming Simulator 22 with me, Mr. Sealy P. It's Friday the 12th of May, we've got new mods, honestly, I'm not going to put the updates up on the screen today, there are so many of them, it is insane, so I will crack straight on. The Valley the Old Farm by Black Sheep Modding. That says it does require a new save game. The map Edgewater Saskatchewan by South Sask Modding BC Beulah. That doesn't say whether it needs a new save game or not. East Vineland, New Jersey, USA by Mac Trucker 921 says it doesn't need a new save game. The map Orkrug Homfeld by LSHUB or LS Hub Niklas says it's recommended. We have got the map Fichtal by Lucas G, that says it doesn't need a new save game. Regelsberg by The Lort, doesn't need a new save game. Hinterland by Omatana, doesn't need a new save game. And Volcano Island by Grimlock RRC, doesn't say. We've then got the Lizard 320 Excavator by North Modding Company, the CaseIH Steiger Series Large Frame by CaseIH Modding, the Valtra M120 M150 by Farmari99, the John Deere 6155M by MY2020, MY2020 by Cayman, the John Deere 7010 series by Moose Agrar, the Massey Ferguson 8700S by LS Agrar Ole, the Pallet Trucks Pack by JMZ, the Wheelbarrows by JMZ, the Shovel by AW Modding ABP Team, told you there was a lot, the Tech Magri Pack by ETA La Machouas and Paolo 9050R, I think it's Paolo 9050R, 5090R, the Agramash BMSP by JMZ VNSFDG2, the Agramash AP by JMZ, the Fortschritt K454 by DTP Mario, the Robert Master Mix by Paolo 5090R, the Krona GX440 by Schnibble Modding, the Jens Crusher Swap Body Pack by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, the Flegel Flatbed Semi-Trailer by Top Ace 888, the Flegel Timber Runner Pack by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, the Flegel Low Loader Pack by HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau, the Lizard Rumbler Van by DD ModPassion, the Pipe Control for Forage Harvesters by DD ModPassion, the Buildable Field Lot Pack by Schultz Modding, the Great Production Pack by Chen Ben, the Wind Turbine Package by Razak, the Modern Machine Haul Package by Farmer 5 Tom, this Salvage Hauls Package by Razak, the Solar Field Large and Small by Razak, Slurry Tanks by Austria Modding, Wholesale Market by Brummy Farmer, and the Roadway Slabs by Razak have all had updates. Giants are clearing the decks massively. We're starting with, in case you couldn't tell by the noise, this is the Frogs for Pond by LMoonlight MA, 2.99 megabytes download. These are 2s and 3s slots. This is designed to go with the Ponds and, was it Ponds and Rivers pack, with lily pads and stuff like that. But we've got various different frogs in swimming positions, seated positions. Now some of them are two-dimensional, kind of looking down, sort of semi-three-dimensional. Some of them, like this one here, not that one there, where is it? This one here. And this one here seem to be two-dimensional up and down. So from certain angles you can't see them, but in certain angles you can. So we've got swimming, we've got seated, and we've got tadpoles, we've got frog spawn. There's a whole load here just to add to your ponds and rivers and stuff like that. Under build mode, under decoration, out in others. So we've got the frogs for pond, swimming frog. We've got swimming frog with sound, that's what you can hear. We've then got the swimming frog with spawn. Now, there's various different bits of information here. To sell, please click on the frog in spring. Now we're in April. I've got no frog showing. I've got tadpole, or so I've got spawn, but it's not showing. I'll show you again. If I put it, it says to put it in close to the shore. It's not showing a frog or the spawn, just the tadpoles on my one. But it could be the time of year because it does specify at different times of year they will change. We've then got tadpoles, swimming frog, sitting frog, sitting frog, swimming frog, sitting frog. So, a load of frogs, frog spawn tadpoles to choose from. That's Frogs for Pond by LMoonlight MA. Moving on from there. We've got this. This is the Calf Iglu Decoration by Maxter, 2.29 megabytes download, 2 slots on console. It's a decorative object to put with your cow farms where your calves would normally be. Build mode and decoration and others. Where is it? Just there. 400 to buy. Slot count was 2, will come down to 1. That's the calf igloo decoration by Maxter. Next we've got the wooden barn, which is this one just here. You'll find this under build mode and sheds. This is by Cypek. 2.63 megabytes download, 3 slots on console, 30 grand to buy. I think I placed it from the wrong way. I put the cover here, but the doorway is around this side. There's no lighting on this. Nice detailed, nice sound effects, nice bit of weathering, tin roof. Like I said, 30 grand under build mode and sheds. That's the wooden barn by Cypek. Next we got farmhouses, old and new. This is by Krasek. 19.36 megabytes download, 23 slots for the old one, 21 slots for the new one. Sleep triggers at the front. We can't access these buildings. But the old one, both of them very nicely detailed. And then the newer version of, again with our sleep trigger at the front, under build mode. And farmhouses, 40 grand and 80 grand I think they were, if I recall correctly. Yeah, 40 grand for the old version, 80 grand for the new version. That's the farmhouses by Krasek. Next to those, we'll have a look at them in here first. We've got the Queenslander farmhouse. This is by 2-bit modding, 18.22 megabytes download. Each one is 10 slots. We've got a 35 grand one and a 55 grand one. And these are these ones here, raised off the ground. They capture that look. I mean, just absolutely perfectly. Each one of these has got a sleep trigger and a wardrobe trigger. Sleep trigger here, wardrobe trigger over to the side on this one. We can't go into these buildings either. Down the ramp. And then this one over here, the 55 grand one. Was 55 grand, wasn't it? Very nicely detailed. Again, sleep trigger, and this one's got the wardrobe trigger around the side on the veranda, wraparound porch, however you refer to them. That's the Queenslander farmhouse by 2-bit modding. Next we've got pallet and bale storage. No, we haven't. What we got next? Old Pigsty. I'm thinking that's not pallet storage. This is the old Pigsty by VN11.0, 33.92 megabytes download, 64 slots on console, 30 grand to buy, and this will hold 16 pigs. Now I have found dialogue box at the front here. I've put some pigs in. I couldn't get the triggers to work. I've tried 2 or 3 different trailers. I've tried side tip, rear tip, left and right. So I've tried all different stuff. I can't get the bedding or the feed trigger to work. Might just be me on the map, but that's what I've found. Door opens here into the main office, but this little bit here. We've got lights on. There is a ladder. I found it quite difficult to get up here. It kind of let me, but then I got stuck on the roof. It wouldn't let me up into the hayloft. But anyway, there's a hayloft there. Another door to the side there. Slurry point is here. If you want manure, you'd have to place a separate manure heap. Bits of storage around the side of the building. Again, nicely detailed, nicely decorated. We come in through here. We have lighting just on the wall here. Build mode, animals, under pigs. Slot count will come down to 3 from 64. It's up there for the old Pigsty by VN11.0 or 11.0. Very nice. Apart from the fact, like I say, triggers. You might have better luck than I did, but I struggled a little bit. Next, we have got pallet and bale storage. This is by Barney. This is 12.68 megabytes download. It is 6 slots on console, 17 grand to buy. It will hold 250 pallets or bales. You'll find it under build mode and silos. Just there, slot count will come down to 1. Nicely detailed. It's nice having an older style one. We've got a drive-through section as well here, so for unloading, we drive through and the stuff will most of the time automatically drop off. But we also have got some shed space as well. I like the fact we're getting pallet and bale storage buildings now, which are incorporating some shed space and building space as well. Makes them a bit more useful than just having pallets and bales, so you can put your vehicles in here and stuff if you wanted to park a vehicle in it. Hayloft section up the top here as well if you wanted to use it. Again, a little bit tricky to get up into. So Stuff goes into here, and as you can see I've put a couple of bales and I've put a couple of pallets in there. To remove them we come to the trigger and it will tell us what we've got in there. Round bale silage, solid fertiliser, can pick what I want, press that and it will remove it and put it outside just here. And then if you want to put it back in you can, or if you want to use it you take it off and you use it. So that's the pallet and bale storage by Barney. Next to that I have a representative here, and then we're going to go over there in just a moment. You will see why momentarily. This is the Etunnel reinforced arc by ModPassion. It is 1.56 megabyte download. All of these are 3 slots. Prices do vary. Now, representative, we have got the arch itself. I think it's the width of the arch. We've got 8.5 metre, 9.5 metre, we've got 10.5 metre, and we've also got a 12. The 12 I've got over there. And then we've got the actual depth of them. So the depths in each one, we've got 4. So we've got a depth of, is that right? Yes, 4.8 metres, 9.6 metres, we've got a 14.4 metre, and then we've got a 19.2 metre. So these are the same. These are bale and pallet storage buildings, sheds. The difference with these as well is you can drive through these, you can walk through these. Putting in is done at the front, taking out, I'll put these in here, is done at the back, the same as the other one. So a square bale, herbicide, if we go for one of the square bales, there we go. It takes it out and puts it, oh, behind me there, there we go. So putting in that side, taking out this side, this is where they'll come out from. The reason I've placed them all out there is because there's so many of them, they all have different capacities depending on the diameter, the width of the arch, and then the depth of it. They're all completely different. So bear with me a second. So, as I said, 8.5 metre, 9.5, 10.5 and 12. Did I say that? I was getting the wrong way around. I might have got the wrong way around. And then the depths are 4.8, 4.8, 9.6, 14.4, 19.2. So I've got 4 in each of them. This one, 52 bales or pallets. That one, 91. That one, 100. Now this is weird. So this is the 14.4 metre, 8.5 ridge, and that will hold 195. Then we've got the 19.2 metre, also in the 8.5, says it only holds 180. Well, I thought that would hold more. That could be a misprint. I double checked it because I thought, oh, maybe I've made a mistake and put the wrong one down. But if we click on that one, definitely says 8.5 metre, 9.2 metres deep. And that one definitely says 8.5 metre, 14.4. So yeah, that's the only one that was a little bit weird. If we then go on to the next ones, this is the larger of the next size up. That will do 240. That will do 176. 112. 64. Then moving up a size. 96. 168. 264. 360. Then going back down the other way from the largest. 420. Oh, there we go, 308, 196 and 112. Each one working exactly the same way, in at the front, out at the back. That's the Etunnel reinforced arc, or arch, I mean it says arc, but by ModPassion. Moving on from there. We've got these to add a little bit of realism to your game if you're farming in the British Isles. This is the Lizard Fertiliser Pack by LRModding. 18.6 megabytes download. These are, each one is 1 slot, each one is 1,000 litres, but this is a whole selection of fertiliser bags roughly found in oh blimey, words, Mr. Silly P. UK and Ireland. Why could I not think of UK? I live there. The UK and Ireland. Now, doesn't matter which one of these you go for. Like I said, it adds a bit of realism if you want to pick a particular one. Each one will hold fertiliser. So whatever fertiliser implement you're using, whatever fertiliser you need. But what you can simulate then is if you needed to have, you know, mixtures of particular ones, you could hold up a couple over a fertiliser spreader to simulate you putting in the different types you might need. That's the whole point behind it. So you'll find these under big bags. If we roll our way out to there, you'll see them all. So we've got the Nitram, double top, single top, NK sulfur, K nitro sulfur, crop master sulfur, multi-cut sulfur, Heartland sulfur, premier crop sulfur, and swordsman. Each one 1,820, each one 1,000 litres. Like I say, it doesn't matter which one you pick, they're still fertiliser, but it's just to add a little bit something into game. Very nice indeed. The Lizard Fertiliser Pack by LModding. Next, we've got this. This is the John Deere Tillage Disc 2660 VT 33 feet by LRModding. 45.38 megabytes download, 18 slots on console, 10.3 meters wide. There are no options on this when you pick it, and when you do pick it, the slot count comes down from 18 to 1. You'll find it under tools and under disc arrows. It is a disc, that's what it says. What I did find while I was driving out, it's a little bit bouncy on the tyres, and even turning at fairly low speed, it had a tendency to lean, to tip. So be aware of that when you're driving it. I wasn't hooning out here at a ridiculous speed. I'll try and recreate what I was doing. So let's say if I'm turning, there's a little bit, the wheels are coming. See, look, well, that wasn't particularly fast. Maybe I turned a little bit too sharply, but it does have a tendency to bounce a little bit and lift. Just be aware of it. Yeah, look, I'm not really doing very much. Yeah, it just seems a little bit bouncy on the wheels, that's all. So 10.3 metres. Do you have lights on it? Indicators? Drop it down. Shallow cultivator, as you can see. We're going at 12 miles an hour. That's the John Deere Tillage Disc 2660 VT 33 feet by LRModding. Nice animations on the fold and unfold as well. Moving on from there, we have this. This is the Lizard RT24 by caleruega modding design. This is 15.55 megabytes download, 12 slots on console, 35,000 litre capacity. You'll find it under tools and trailers, just there. Slot count will come down to 1, 65 grand for the base model. We've got loading left and loading right. What that means is that the side panels on the left hand side here, just where you've got the two yellow bars at the top, those panels will fold down. So if you're trying to load with a wheel loader, telehandler, something like that, it just makes access a little bit easier. So you can have loading left or loading right. You can't have both, it will do one or the other. We've got ladder, yes or no. The ladder's already there, but it puts a platform on, like that. Beacon, yes or no. That's on the back, and a number plate option as well. That's it, no colour choices, no rim colour, anything like that. And I'll show you what I mean. So we've got tip side back, tip side grain door. I'll leave it on tip side back, but unfold tipper will put the sides down. So whether you've gone for loading left or loading right, that will be the side that folds down like that, just to make life a little bit easier if you're loading into there with buckets and things like that. And unload here. There you go. That's the Lizard RT24 by caleruega modding design. Moving on from there, we've got this. This is the Robert Handling Pack by Paolo 5090R, 33.89 megabytes download. We've got 7 slots, 4 slots, and 4 slots. So we've got, I mean, that's the silage fork. This one is a bucket with fork on the front, so that has a capacity and will do pretty much anything. That one being a silage fork will do your forage crops, so your grass, hay, straw, silage, that kind of stuff. And we've got 2 buckets. The difference between the two is that one has the option to have some little the teeth on the front, And all of these you'll find under telehandlers, but they do have the option then to change them from telehandler, skid steer loader, wheel loader, all of them. So we can roll through the various different options on those. You will find them, as I said, under telehandler equipment. So we've got the BMC. Slot count was 7, comes down to 1. We can have it at 1,600 litres with extensions, 1,700 litres with extensions, 1,900 with extensions, 2,100 or 2,300. Alligator clip or the oxygenated teeth jaws, a bit more robust. Attacher type on the back, so we've got Manitou, telehandler, front loader, Stoll, JCB, skid steer loader, wheel loader or back, so plenty of choices. Main colour choice, we've got the blue or black, and then we've got extension hydraulics, depending if you put the extension on the sides, and the hydraulics we can change those from black to blue, so you can switch the colours around if you want. Then the FMC, so the forage version, 1,600, 1,700, 1,900, 2,100, 2,300. Same capacity, same options on alligator clip, same colour, same options on attacher and main colour. But there's no option on this one to change the hydraulics. Just comes like that, because this one didn't have the choice for side panels on it, but it will only do your forage crops. Then we've got the BGV. So 2,200 litres, 2,400, 2,600, 2008, 3,000 litres. Again, attacher types on the back. We can roll through the various different attacher types. Main colour, blue or black. And then the BRR, slightly smaller, 850 litres. 950 litres with tines, 1,050 with tines, 1,150 and tines, 1,250 and tines, back to 850. Yeah, same options, blue or black. Those are your choices. Got one this end on the telehandler, one that end on the front loader. These open pretty rapidly as well, actually. They don't hang about. Yeah, not much else to say about those really. Buckets, silage forks, capacities. Yeah. That's the Robur handling pack by Paolo 5090R. While we're here, we're going to have a look at this. This has got me somewhat puzzled, I'm not going to lie. This is the Trailed Loader by LModding. 6.79 megabytes download. 3 slots on console for this. Then we've got ones, and I think one of them is 2 slots, so 1s and 2s for these. So we've got a regular grab, a bucket grab, we've got sort of bale fork, bale spikes, we've got a potato and sugar beet one, a log fork, then we've got this bar that has straps on it, so for picking up pallets and that kind of stuff, or bales you could do, and then we've got a hook here for doing big bags that will hook under a big bag. Now, you will find the main piece of equipment under... There we go. Oh, it's all under there, isn't it? Yeah. Trailed loader, 15,000 to buy. Stock count will come down to 1. We can have Lizard, Mitas, Nokian on tyres. Lizard comes down with that. Mitas with that. Nokian, we've got that or that. Main colour, anything on that pallet. Design colour does the chassis. Rim colour. And then we've got the clamshell bucket, 1,500 litre, does pretty much anything. No options on it. We've got the manure fork. 1,800 litres, no options. The bale spike, the potato for buckets and beets, as I said, 1,500 litres, again no options on that. The log fork, we do have colour choice on that to match up with the vehicle, yeah, whichever one you want to go for on that. And then we've got the lifting beam with straps and the hook big bag lifter. Now, I jumped in this and thought, brilliant, start a motor and off we go, but you can't. Fold trail loader, you try to do that and you have to hook it up to fold it. I can't operate it unless it's attached to a vehicle with a motor already running, because it runs off a PTO. So whilst you think, oh, you drive it out, leave it there and you can just do whatever you like. Now there is a mod by Vanquish 081 that's a little motor with a PTO, which you could attach to that and leave it, so you haven't got to have a vehicle attached, but it will require a vehicle. So here's the thing. If I back up and hook up, to fold it for transport, lift the legs, and I can drive away quite happily wherever I want to go. Marvellous. Now, if I fold that back, if I stay in my tractor and I move this now, so I can go up, down, left, right, arm in and out, all very happily. And as you can see, going left and right, it's going to the various different implements and it's giving me the option to hook them up. So I've got my option there, up and down, and then we go to that. We've got an adjustment there, open and close. It swings on that. So let's open that up, drop that down, and I shall disconnect, detach it. And I do the same for each of them. They open and close. Everything's good in the world. What I would do want to double check is, has this got straps? No, it hasn't. I thought I'd have a look because you never know. Drop that down and detach. But if I get out of my vehicle and I sit in the seat, which you can do, notice anything odd? It's not coming up with the option to attach. That's really weird. Why is it? Attached tool to vehicle with a turned on motor. I am attached. It won't let me go left or right, but it will now let me attach. I'm really baffled. Like I say, it's very odd. So by trying to attach or detach when I'm sitting in here, what it's doing is detaching from the tractor. So while I'm sat in the seat, it won't let me pick up anything. If I attach or detach now, it detaches from the tractor, which then means I can't move it, but it then will let me attach to it. So I'll do it again. So I detach, that's now detached from the tractor, but it is now allowing me to pick that up. Problem is now, because I'm detached from the tractor, I can't then move it. Camera angles, that or that. So yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. So unfortunately, you've got a situation where to operate it, which doesn't seem as realistic, you need to do it from inside the tractor. Not, I mean, it's not a major thing, is it? I suppose, but what I did want to do, can I reach all the way out to there? There we go. So that should have straps. There we go. Fasten or unfasten tension straps. So if you pick up a bucket, I wonder if you'll pick up one of these. I think it's probably designed for oh, it does. So okay, so it will work, you know, regardless of how you look at it, it will work. But yeah, so it's just a bit, I don't know, it could be the combination of tractor and that. I wouldn't think it is. It's just a little bit peculiar that, yeah, it will only let me run it if I'm sat in there, won't let me run it if I'm sat in there. I mean, it will let me run it, I just can't hook anything onto it. But anyway, regardless of that, that's the trailed loader by RLModding. Moving on, we've got these. I need to speed up a little bit because the last ones we've got a few options on, so I need to kind of he says chatting away rather than rattling through. Anyway, this is the MAN Brantner pack by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau, 43.75 megabytes download. We have got the TGS here, we've got the TGX here, and then we've got on the backs, we've got trailer options, we've got the Z18051, and then we've got the DD24073. So these ones are already attached on the back of the lorries, and then we've got the trailed versions of each behind as well. Different horsepower options. I mean, there's a plethora of options on the actual vehicles themselves. Obviously, you can mix and match the trailers. The actual lorry units come with a trailer attacher, so you can attach any trailer you want. You can switch between them. You don't have to have that trailer with that one. It's just that's kind of the way they come. If we go to trucks first. So you'll find the TGS Brantner, 130 grand, stock count will come down to 1. The TGX Brantner, 170 grand, stock count will come down to 2. So options on this one first. 500 horsepower, 640, 880. Those are your options. We've got Continental or Nokian. Under Continental, those options. Nokian, those options. We've got windscreen stone guard, yes or no. We've got bull bar, yes, with light or no. Let's put it on. Roof bar, no, yes, with lights or no. I'll leave that up for a minute because we're going to need that in a little while. Flashlights, yes or no. That puts strobe units in the front grille section. So we'll put those on. Horns, yes or no. So if you put horns, yes or no, it puts those on the top bar. It'll put them on the roof if you don't have... I mean, they're on the roof, but they go over the bar. So if you don't have the bar, they'll still be on there. Sun shield, purple, green, black, or no. Let's go with purple for the sake of argument. Warning strip, yes or no. Headlight protection, yes or no. Cover on the back, yes or no. Beacon lights, puts them on the bar. Then we've got underrun protection. We can change the colour of that. Ah, that's what I noticed. On this one, you look at the colour of the cab. So that's supposed to change from black to aluminium to the colour of the cab. And it doesn't. It stays black on this particular version. The other one, it does it. I think it does it all right. We've got fender colour. Again, on the back there, it's plastic or colour of the cab, but it's not. It's staying like that. Oh, mind you, it says cabin below. Let's just switch that. Cabin above, we can change the colour to anything on that palette. Does the top section. Whoa, that's a bit bright. Let's go for, say, that. Cabin below, let's change that. Oh, there we go, right. So that's weird then. So, oh, it just changed it to cabin below. It's alright, ignore me, that's why. Because it's matching up. It's not the colour of the cab, it's just whatever the colour is you've got on the cabin below section. Same with the mud guards as well. Whatever's on that bottom section will change that colour. I thought I was going mad. Cover colour, anything on that palette. Design colour does the back tub. Rim colour, again anything on that palette. Does the rims and the license plate option on there too. If we go to the TGX Brantner. So again, configuration on this one we change first. So we've got standard, that's 17,900, 25,500 litre. Bale trailer configuration or pallets, whatever you want to put on there. That does have tension straps. Or back again, 500, 640, 880 horsepower, same as the other one. Tyre choices are exactly the same, Continental or Nokian, and we roll through the 4 different options on each. Mirror caps on this one we can change through those different options. Reflector strips, yes or no. Beacon lights, yes or no. Oh, sorry, yes. Warning bar, or no. Flashlights, again, strobes in the front grille. Is it front grille or the bottom section? It's on the front. Sun shield, yes or no. Oh, that's it. On this one, we've got small, big, special, if you're feeling a bit special. Spoiler, yes or no. With exhaust, that puts that around the back on this side. So if you just go for spoiler, yes, but then you can have the exhaust on there as well. Bull bar, yes or no. Design 1. Design 1 puts chicken lights on it. Design 2 puts round spotlights, then with chicken lights. Square spotlights with chicken lights are off. Wind deflectors, yes or no, that's on the windows. Roof bar. Hang on. Roof bar, yes, with chicken lights. Round lights with chicken lights. Square lights with chicken lights are off. Stone guard on the windscreen, yes or no. Sun shield material, plexiglass or plastic, so you can change that if you want. Cover, yes or no. Horns, yes or no. Decals, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 are off. Let's leave it on that one for example. Extra mirrors, we have extra mirrors on there. Wheel cover, that's the mud guards. Headlight protection, yes or no. Told you there's a load of options. Cover colour, we can change anything on that palette. Underrun, well, that changed it because that's matched up with the cab below. Fender colour, cabin above, cabin below. There you go, so it'll match it all up. Sun shield colour we can change as well. Extension colour, that's the back section. Oh, what a horrible section of colours. Rim colour, anything on that palette. And license plate option there too. Right, trailers. So the Z18, I won't read all the numbers out. The Z18, those are 8 slots, and the DD24 is 10 slots. I take pretty much anything. Same options for the tyres, continental or knock-in, and then there's 4 options. Wheel cover, that's the mudguard cover on that one on the rear. Platform, that puts a platform on the front with a little ladder, yes or no. Cover, yes or no. Underrun protection would be the same as the fender colour. Main colour, cover colour, fender colour, which will do the underrun protection as well. There you go. Rim colour, and then license plate. Then this one, we've got the same options as the previous, so we've got 17.9, 25.5 or Bale trailer option. Same options for the tyres, same option for the wheel cover. Then we've got front fenders on this one. Design 1, design 2, platform yes or no, cover yes or no, underrun same thing. We can pick the colour or match up with the underrun cover. Main colour, pretty much same as the other one. Cover colour, fender colour, rim colour, license plate. Boom. So let's hop in, start her up. So horn on this one isn't too bad. Bear this one in mind. Lights, or beacon, sorry, lights. There's no doors or windows on this. Open cover, if we've got a cover on, yes or no. We've got a tip side on the front and the rear. We can have, let's go back to that. We've got tip side left, right, back, or grain door. If I go tip side left and open up that one, switch to this one, the back, tip side back, do that one. Those are our tip options. It's a nice old unit there. Interior, very nice indeed. HR Forst and Fahrzeugbau stuff is always very nicely made. This one, get ready, set up. So this one got the roof bar on, flashing light units on the front as well, all very lovely. The lighting on this is nuts when you go full beam, look at that. Chicken lights all around it for the various different options I went for. Turn that off, turn that off. Horn, get ready. A little bit louder than the other one. And interestingly, I didn't go for the horn option on this one. That one has got the horns on it. This one, has it? Did I put horns on it? Oh no, I didn't. That's absolutely mad. No doors or windows on this one. Same options though. Where's the cut? There we go. Cover open and closed. We can go tip side left, right, back or grain door. We have got the X-racks on this one, we can raise and lower. And then if you've gone for the Bale option on the back, we have got tension straps on the Bale back, but that will tip left, right, grain door or back if you've gone for the rear back on it. Very nice. Apologies if I've missed an option on there. Oh, look, we've got some extra croissants and cakes and stuff in here. Oh, I know which one I prefer then. Not just for the flashing lights and stuff. Anyway, that's the MAN Brantner pack by HR Forst und Fahrzeugbau. Next we've got the Fendt Farmer 300. This is by AgrarDesignAustria and Herr Krupp. It is 49.17 megabytes download, 28 slots on console. I do like this slightly metallic green colour option on this. It's very nice. So, this you'll find under small tractors. Out on the very end. Slot count will come down to 2. 58,990 for the base model. We've got weights carrier. We go through now. This, rather than suitcase weights going side to side, they come out from the front, which is something a little bit different. Then we've got a 3-point on there as well, or off. Engine setup, 115 horsepower, 125, 140. Those are the options on there. We've got Wilbrand, Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, Nokian, back again. Under Trelleborg we have got BKT, Michelin, Nokian, just a communal, and back again. Then we've got the lights, beacons, left, right, or left and both, sorry, and off. Then we've got, this is exhaust. Exhaust in the middle there, to the side, with sort of metallic chrome cover guards on them. Then we've got, what was this one? Oh, carpet inside. So we've got rubber mat, carpet, child's play mat. Air filter used, looking a little bit yellow at the top there, or clean. Which one was this one? Oh, lights. So we've got standard. We've got, standard with front LED. Let's try that again. Standard. Standard with back LEDs. So it switches out the back LEDs. Standard on the back, but with front LEDs or LEDs all round. I went LEDs all round. Front loader attacher. Fendt front loader attacher, top block or no, main colour, anything on that pallet, which has got that really nice Fendt special that I liked. There's all those to choose from. I normally go for the Fendt petrol, but that one really stood out. I like that. Rim colour, anything on that pallet, including a silver, which I'm trying to think if I've had a silver one before. Anyway, those options and a license plate option on there. Do hop in, start it up. I don't think we have, no doors or windows in this one open. Beacon or beacons, depending on what you've gone for. So LEDs. Look at that. I like the LEDs on that. If you've gone for that as an option. It's a nice looking tractor, that. Of course I went for the kids' play mat. What else are you going to do? Very nice. The Fendt Farmer 300 by AgrarDesignAustria and Herr, Krupp. Next, we've got this. This is the Steiger Tiger 4 KP525 and CaseIH 9190. This is by Bale 2003, 14.11 megabytes download, 13 slots on console. So we've got the two options on this. We can either have the Steiger Tiger, the bright green, lime green, or the CaseIH 9190, which is the one I went for, and that's just going through the different years of production for them. So these you'll find under large tractors. There you go, out on the end. 140 grand for a 525 horsepower tractor, which isn't too bad. Slot count comes down to 1. So that's your first option. The Steiger Tiger or the CaseIH 9190. Then we've got Lizard, Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Nokian, Friedrichstein, back to Lizard. These are options under Lizard. Under Trelleborg. Michelin. I mean standard, you've got twin wheels. Twin wheels 2 is triples. BKT. Nokian. And then back, oh no, sorry, Friedrichstein. Then back to the Lizards. Oversized sign, yes or no. Beacon light, no or yes, one slap bang in the middle. Claas, standard or strong tint. License plate option on there. Now, be warned, this is loud. I'm going to come back a little way. Doesn't seem too bad at the moment. Yeah, it's quite a loud one. It looks great. 525 horsepower for the price you're paying. Pretty good. Interior. Oh, got that nice swing So when you go side to side, you've got a bit of an arc to it. Oh, yeah. The Steiger Tiger 4 by Bale 2003. Well, before we move on to the last of the mods for today, which is this one just over here, we have three maps out today. We've got Krocken Farm by Game Time Tone. We got the Nice Kopsheim, is it? Nice Kopsheim by DS Power, and Carpathian Countryside by Mr. Hector. I will be getting onto those map tours tomorrow morning, or at least tomorrow over the course of the day. I will not be able to do it this evening, unfortunately. But finishing off today, we have got the Claas Arion 500 series. This is by Arek. It's 20.73 megabytes download, 26 slots on console. So you'll find this under, this was small tractors as well, I think. Just there, 105 grand. Slot count comes down to 2. We have got 125 horsepower, 145, 165 being the highest horsepower option. We have got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Bugatti, Vredestein, Nokian, back again, and a Trelleborg. Michelin. Continental. Mitas. BKT. Vredestein. Nokian. And back again. Seat, we got material or leather. Fancy it. Steering wheel, plastic or leather. Steering bars cover, that's down the front. Yes or no. We've then got fenders. Yes or no. Rear window defrost, so you can have the filaments on there or not. If you want to clear a windscreen, you can take those on or off. Beacon lights, yes. Left only, right only, or off completely. Mud guards, we've got narrow, this on the rear, or wider, depending on what tyre choice you're going for, or if you just want them. Front mounting, we've got front weight. Then we go through the weight options. 3-point link, back to front weight carrier. Front loader attacher, class or no. Main colour, anything on that pallet. Exhaust cover. If you want to go for a silver exhaust cover, rim colour. And then we've got a license plate option on there as well. It's a nice stocky little tractor, this one. No doors or windows in this one either. It's unusual. Yeah, three tractors or 4 tractors today. 3. None of them have had doors or windows open. Anyway, lights, beacons. Nice, smooth sounding, smooth accelerating. Interior, very nice indeed. There we go. That's the Claas Arion 500 series by Arek. That's it for the mods from me from Friday the 12th of May. We are at the end of another week. Have a lovely weekend, whatever you decide to do. Hopefully you'll join me for the map tours. Like I say, I'll get onto those tomorrow morning. But anyway, I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. As always, thanks for watching.